Warning, this video is non-scripted, so Nickapoo will say weird shit.
Hello YouTube, it's your favorite boy again. Not really. I'm probably not your favorite boy, but whatever. It's fine. I'm back again because a certain game of mine, I don't know, it could be like maybe about a bear and a wolf and what do you call it, an alligator or a chicken. Maybe it's a game about that. A certain DLC dropped recently for a franchise that is very infamous upon the internet. That is Security Breach's Ruin DLC. The release date was just dropped out of nowhere, which I was kind of blown away by. Like, oh, okay. Not only that, but we got the FNAF movie trailer and an official release date. If the writer's strike doesn't strike. And we got Help Wanted 2.
I'ma eat it. Ah!
That's right. We got a second Help Wanted. Like, this wasn't enough. We got this too. Like, Jesus. But anyway, I'm gonna go on a little rant on why I think Ruin is actually way better than its predecessor, Security Breach. And that's actually kind of sad if you think about it, because it's a free DLC beaten by like a $20 game. Now, I've had some problems with Security Breach in the past for not being scary. And this game is actually very, very scary. The first time I played, I actually had a good few jumps here and there. Like, I generally got scared. Like, I screamed and yelled at times. Sometimes my heart would jump. And that's good. You want that for a game, and not running around mindlessly collecting certain items that serve no purpose other than progressing further in the game. Like, what? But yeah, I did quite like Ruin's direction that it took. Instead of just being that tired old Security Breach that we all know, kind of revived itself and kind of brought something new to the table. Of course, that new stuff being a wrench that will help you do certain stuff, I guess. That doesn't even look like a wrench. That's not a wrench. There's also a Vanny mask, which is the same one that you see in Help Wanted, but for some reason the one in Help Wanted is less techy than the one in Security Breach. But this one makes a lot more sense because, you know, what else would Vanny be doing in her spare time other than chasing you down and actually being a relevant character? That's right, looking through the Matrix. Yeah, there's a fucking Matrix in here too, which is kinda neat, I guess. Of course, you got your standards, you got your flashlight, and that's pretty much about it. Now, some characters return, like for example, Gregory and Chica and Monty and Roxy, but they all look like absolute shit. And of course, you have new characters too. Like for example, Helpy, I think, and also that new Mimic character. The Mimic character was originally in the Tales of the Petaplex novels, and if you read them, then you know what I'm talking about. But since I haven't read them, I will do my absolute best to describe the character to you. So basically, Mimic is this kind of weird looking robot, right? Like, he can contort his body into fitting into animatronic husks. Like, for example, like MadPat explained with what do you call him? Burn Trap. He could just squeeze in there even with the corpse inside. So basically it's kind of like that in a way. But this Mimic kind of wears blue dog costumes. And no, that's not a reference to anything. Shut up. But yeah, it's a pretty cool little idea, and I like how they kind of handled it. And Gregory's got a friend, but what you call it? I did quite like how they handled Cassie in this game. And weirdly, her name is short for Cassidy, aka the one you should not have killed. So therefore, lore relevance. Come on, MadPat. Come on, use my idea. Maybe use my idea, maybe. Yeah, I do like the kind of ominous atmosphere around you. It's is very rich, you know. Like, for example, compare this to, yet again, Security Breach, and you'll get a much better horror environment, and I do like that quite a lot. Now, the horror itself is very good. I like the jump scares. The beginning of the game is an absolute banger. Like, they do everything that introduction to a game should do right. They set the atmosphere, the mood, they establish characters, and that's pretty much it. It's just how it should be, which I do quite like a fair bit. Now, what else is there to talk about the game? I got one thing, and I don't know why. Doesn't even matter how I try. I got one thing. And how is it that the place got this bad so quickly? I mean, Gregory's still a kid, and he escaped the Pizzaplex. So, how exactly has it all gone to shit this easily and this quickly? Was the place built on popsicle sticks or something? Like, how? How is this possible? This is not humanly possible. It would take years for a place like this to go to this. I don't get it. But it's whatever. It was probably said like maybe a year after. Who knows? I need to do my research a little bit. Neat. But yeah, this game is actually pretty good. Or DLC. This DLC is really good. And I suggest if you've got $20-ish to spare, then I suggest you get this game. But if you don't want to play it and you just want to search up YouTube gameplay because you're a coward, then I can understand that. So, that's it. I'm sorry for talking so quietly. I recorded this at 9:20 in the morning and people are still sleeping. So I'm just gonna continue on talking like you're in an ASMR, kind of. Not really. But sorry, I'm not as talkative as I used to be. But I'm just kind of being a little quiet because it's 9:20 in the morning. So that's pretty much my thoughts on the DLC. I do quite like it a lot, and I feel like I did a better job than its older brother, I guess you could call it. And honestly, it's kind of up there with like FNAF 2 or FNAF 3, but I feel like catching the essence of the first FNAF game is such a hard task to do that even Scott said that no other game that he made is going to capture that same essence as the first one. And that's obviously true. You know, you can't, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I feel like adding on to it, making it a new experience is what really makes a horror game franchise better. Like, for example, Bendy and the Ink Machine. It had a perfect formula. You can run, you can jump, you can attack stuff, and that's pretty much it. And it had a good story behind it. But then Dark Revival came around and it added more. It added more lore, relevancy. It tied up all of the loose ends. It got better gameplay. And I feel like the same thing is happening here with Security Breach. Like, it had a good format at first, good story. And then Ruin comes around and then just kind of adds on to it. It adds on to the story that was set before. So, I don't know, maybe that makes sense. But it's good. It's a good game. I recently kind of replayed Security Breach, just to kind of cleanse my palate, I think. Is that the right word? Get a better point of view, I guess. And yeah, there's no comparison. Security Breach Ruin is the clear winner here, and there's no other competition to say otherwise. But I wanna hear what you guys have to say. Did you play Ruin yet? Did you not play Ruin yet? Did I spoil the whole thing for you? Who knows? Maybe I'll put a little spoiler thing on the title of the video. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I'll do that. But yeah, I will definitely be talking more about horror games I like later on. Maybe you guys can probably ponder about Sonic.exe video, because I actually quite like it. Even though it's corny as all hell, I like the story, and I have a lot of opinions on it, but I don't want to get into it with this video. But if you guys want to see it, then I don't know, would maybe get in this video like maybe 10 likes, and then maybe I'll do it. Maybe 10 to 20 likes. If we get 10 to 20 likes, I'll do a Sonic.exe video. But if not, then you can say bye-bye to that bloody hedgehog. Literally, bloody. But, yeah, that's it for me. Leave down in the comments what do you think of the DLC, what do you think of this video, this kind of format. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Bye. Bye. I'm going now. Bye. I return to the void. Bye. Ah.
Oh yeah, one more thing.
This is my pet dog, Lizzie. Say hi to YouTube. Say hi to YouTube. Mama. Want to say anything to the wonderful audience of YouTube? No? Okay. You're a good girl.